There's this different type of softness, vulnerability. We try to create a space where people can communicate. Those are things na mas malalalim, mas masasakit, pero mas necessary na conversations, I feel, na nangyayari sa spaces na hosted by women.
Today's Paano Ba To guest is one of the OG educational content creators in the country, having created a library of thousands of free learning videos, reaching over 8 million subscribers across several platforms. She's also a registered psychometrician, licensed professional teacher, and the podcast host behind Get Hired and Trying Hard with Laika. Coach Laika Maravilla, welcome to Paano Ba To?
Oh, thank you. Hi, everyone.
It's so nice to have you here.
Oh,
Grabe yung from our mga online Zoom connections, now finally in real life.
yes. Actually, pag real life na events din, may mga people na, matangkad ka pala. Tapos parang na-realize ko, oh nga, no, kasi nakaupo pala ako lagi sa video.
Yes, that's true. You are quite tall. Your height is?
Mga 5'6"-ish.
Yeah. So I can imagine when people see you in real life, they're like, ni Coach Laika.
May daya kasi yung camera laging nakababa.
We all have our angles that we work with. Welcome to Paano Ba To? And I'm so happy to get to speak with you here because, of course, although most of your content is really educational, a lot of the core issues that you discuss, especially on the podcast, has to do with a lot of things that our community of supers is concerned about as well.
I think kasi I belong dun sa community ng supers. Kaya ganon.
Salamat! I
So,
love
yun,
it.
of course, honored to be here and happy to be with you.
Okay, so we're going to get into trying hard, which you are a self-confessed trying hard. I am a self-confessed trying hard. And I think growing up kasi, there is this negative connotation about being trying hard. Ay, ang trying hard naman niya. But as I grew older, I realized I care. That's why I want to try hard. So it's not a negative thing. And I know you feel very similarly.
True. Kasi I think sa Pilipinas, ewan ko, sa Pilipinas lang ba? Parang hindi naman siguro. Pero yung may aversion tayo to making mistakes. Like we can look at maybe from family background or sa school sometimes, how quizzes are marked or yung ina-announce na naka-rank. Ginagawa pa ba yun ngayon? Sana hindi na, no? Yung parang una yung mga mabababa, tapos sa dulo yung ano. So may aversion nga to like making mistakes. So being called a tryhard is parang, okay, parang you care too much. Parang, paano pag nagkamali ka? So malalim yung ugat niya, I
Yeah.
feel. Pero dapat hindi tayo nahihiya eh. Kung may gusto tayo at hinahabol natin yun, hindi ba parang that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, and I think it's along the lines of now, 'di ba? There's a thing online na parang you have to embrace the cringe. And I think
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with accepting being trying hard. And ako na-accept ko ng sarili ko. Okay, trying hard ako. Before we dive into that, I have a few icebreakers. First, you're known as Teacher Laika or Coach Laika online, but who was one teacher that you had growing up that made a huge impact on your life?
I have a long list, pero siguro kung super bata ako, it would be Ma'am Frances Tiburcio. Advisor ko siya nung grade 6, pero English teacher ko na siya from before. She's very different sa kung sino ako. Very strict siya, very ano siya sa rules. Pero there was a kindness to her. Hindi siya takot i-call out ka kung may ginawa kang mali. Even if you try to hide, like, she would really point it out. Dinreel niya sa akin yung excellence talaga. And excellence as a lifestyle. But even if you make mistakes, yun nga, ulit-ulitin natin to. Like, we would spend sometimes an entire class trying to correct like one of the pupils' pronunciation. Pero she'll put in the time, not because naiinis siya or parang na-frustrate siya, pero she believes na this kid can really figure it out for himself.
Teacher Frances?
Si Ma'am Frances, yeah.
Ma'am Frances, hello.
Hi.
We all have those teachers that, parang something shifts. For me, that was in college. Dr. Leo Garcia, he was our philo prof talaga. And we're so grateful to teachers, honestly. And you are one of those teachers now.
I try to be. I try to be yung parang mixture ng lahat ng mga teachers that really made an impact sa akin. But really si Ma'am Frances kasi talaga yung, hindi niya binababa yung standards, pero hinahabol niya yung estudyante doon, which I feel kailangan talaga natin.
Saludo sa lahat ng mga teachers. Okay, because you have a look, right, in your video. So I'm curious, in total, and kahit estimate lang, how many jackets, blazers, hoodies do you have in your closet?
Okay, at talagang naka-leather jacket ako today
In
for
all of
this.
Coach Laika's videos, she's wearing either one of those. Or minsan parang like a dress shirt or like a blouse. But usually jacket is your look talaga.
Yes, especially for trying hard. So leather jacket na lang siguro mga I have around 10
Wow!
in rotation, yes. Kasi armor ko to eh. Like when I wear a leather jacket or leather shoes, something leather, parang I feel like, okay, action star. Ito na, si Laika na to. Parang,
Oh, that's the... Parang, kumbaga, for some women, it's red lipstick.
yes.
Ah, it's
Sa akin, it's leather.
When did you figure this out?
I think bata pa ako. Nakakatawa nga kasi recently...
Wait, bata in a leather jacket?
Bata pa ako, gusto ko na mag-leather jacket.
Ah.
So the moment na I started earning my own money, nag-aaral pa ako noon. Isa sa mga personal purchases ko talaga yung leather jacket na black. Nang sabi ko, okay, parang feeling ko pag mag-leather ako, I can parang be stronger or at least feel more confident. Parang ganun.
Yeah. Ang galing. And now it's like a signature look of yours.
Yeah. At saka ginawin kasi talaga ako. So explain ko na po.
So dual purpose.
Yeah. So when I get nervous, I get cold. So
Yeah.
talagang kailangan ko rin siya. Hindi ko nire-recommend sa Pilipinas, lalo na sa summer. Pero for me, it works.
That is such a good side tip na we all have that something that when we put it on, it makes us feel like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. Parang sa
to face the
psychology,
day.
parang ritualized behavior siya eh. So, you know how athletes would have their little things, parang superstitions,
Yeah.
na yung left sock muna before right sock, or they have lucky underwear or something like that. So, yung ganong klaseng parang, okay, ito lagi kong gagawin, lagi kong isusuot. It helps prime you for what's in store for you.
Yes, agree. And I hope everyone watching this has figured out what that is for them. Okay, to this day, your most watched video on YouTube has been the have been video. 7 years ago, 4.3 million followers. And as of this recording, the latest comment was just like 2 weeks ago. So parang people are still watching it. So my question is like, how do you feel? And why do you think that that's the video that did the best?
How do I feel? Medyo weird na kasi hindi pa ako marunong mag-press powder nung panahon na yun, guys. Pasensya na doon sa mga 7-year-old videos.
And the way you talk is different from how you talk on your videos now.
Yes.
7 years ago. I mean, all of us naman.
Mas, I think kasi nung time na yun, sometimes when I watch it, may onting cringe nga rin. No? Pero, I miss that girl na yung parang out to change the world. Kasi convinced lang talaga ako at that time na parang, hindi, makakatulong to. Parang may onting level na self-delusion talaga na, hindi, just try your best, conversational lang siya, o ito, ganyan-ganyan. Parang alam ko yung ginagawa ko. Parang ngayon mas marami akong baggage, I feel. But I'm happy na that girl was brave enough to do that. So may konting, lang na parang, talaga ba? But I'm happy na relevant pa rin siya. Again, that's the beauty of evergreen content. Yeah. So when I talk to content creators who are trying to create positive change, then I tell them, even if the numbers don't make sense sa simula, like it's just a couple hundred, okay lang yan. Kasi in the long run, if nag-add siya ng value, nag-accumulate naman siya over time. And why do I think it's effective? English kasi. Sad lang, no? May onting sad, medyo bittersweet yung conversation around learning English in the Philippines. Like, we know it opens doors of opportunities for so many of our kababayans, no? And this is sa mga strengths natin yan, as a race, no? Sa bayan. Pero, nakakalungkot lang din minsan na yung emotional yung load when it comes to learning English. So, yun. Tingin ko, again, pain point siya, kaya siguro siya relevant pa rin, kaya siya effective. A lot of Filipinos want to learn English, not just for the sake of learning, but to really build their lives and their families' lives.
Yeah, we will get to that later on in our conversation. Parang, yun nga, trying hard in English and our culture. Pero I love that you said that you're so glad that 7 years ago, Laika did that video. Because I think we all have things that we've done before. Lalo na this generation, because they have it on video. That's super cringe. But then it does take a little delulu and a little audacity to make things happen. And it's because you started there that you're here now.
Yeah. At saka tracking din, like these numbers are not just numbers. Kasi if you look at, again, the comments then, like a bunch of those are people reporting na, okay, pumasa na ako. Or sometimes they go back na, nagtatrabaho na ako dito, ganyan-ganyan. Or sometimes they even go back to ask na, how can we help? Like, ano yung pwede kong gawin? Parang ganun. So, sometimes nakita ko yung journey, nagre-report sila, pinanood ko to grade school ako. Tapos ngayon, college entrance test, bumalik ako. Ngayon, maghahanap na akong trabaho, ito na naman ako.
Oh.
So yung journey with them over those 7 years, nakakatawa.
All because of has been, have been. That is so fulfilling. Okay, last. We both get many questions about adulting. So if you, as coach like as teacher like were to add a random niche subject in the curriculum to help young Filipinos in adulting, ano idadagdag mo?
Well, the easy answer kasi is financial management talaga.
Oh, yes, please. Kailangan
Diba?
idagdag talaga sa core curriculum.
Sobrang necessary siya. Natutuwa nga ako na kino-cover na siya at marami na rin content creators like Jax na nag-talk
Yes.
about it. So I think that would be key. The other thing I feel is just a free space for them to pursue passions na parang shop class pero more hobby inclined. Ito wishlist na lang, alam, hindi naman siya necessary. So ito na naman tayo sa conversation ng employable ba to. Pero hindi siya employable skill, pero it helps in the long run.
Yeah.
Kasi yung parang yung need natin sometimes to explore our creative na potential na hindi graded, na maraming options. Like pottery tayo this week, next week ganito. Yung mga side quests na gano'n.
Yeah.
If you can put it in a classroom setting na guided siya, na parang may breakdown, and again, opportunities na libre para sa lahat. Bakit hindi?
Yeah.
Kasi I'm a firm believer na as created creatures, we are all made to create. There's something magical that happens within us when we make something out of nothing.
Yes.
So nasa core purpose natin yun. Tapos when you have that ability na knowing na, okay, from nothing, I made this banga, I made this platito, or I sketched this, I made a rug, there's something na nangyayari sa'yo. Na nagkakaroon ka ng feeling ng self-efficacy na parang, okay, kinaya ko to eh. Something I didn't know, now I know, and then I have something to show for it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I always love going back to that quote that I saw. I don't know who to attribute it to, but it says humans are meant to create, not just consume, because it's so true. And I always remind young Filipinos that when I give talks na parang wag puro in ha, kailangan out din. And related dyan, yung what I would add is originally inisip ko para lang sa mga babae, but feeling ko even guys, especially in the culture and temperature there is now, I feel there needs to be a core curriculum subject on self-worth and self-confidence. Kasi a lot of our adulting issues, if you like peel it back, it has to do with that. Not personal adulting issues like errands, but more of like relationships, workplace culture, dealing with different people. It stems a lot from that sense of self-confidence. And hindi siya tinuturo.
Actually, I think isa sa mga intention na maganda ng understanding the self, kasi di ba parang nagkaroon ng mga changes sa framework in the past decade. Yes, kids, I'm that old. Adult na ako nung nagkaroon ng shift sa curriculum. Pero yung understanding the self, which is again, one of the subjects na in contention nga ngayon.
Yeah.
Yun yung goal niya eh.
Diba?
Na dapat parang, di ba, yung motivation mo, yung self-efficacy mo, self-determination, yan. Doon na siya natututuhan. Pati yung interactions, resolving conflict, which are, again, very important pagdating sa real world. Kasi kahit may hard skills ka, kung hindi ka marunong makisama, hindi ka marunong na mag-temper ng temper mo, medyo limit din yung, hindi lang yung reach mo eh, pero yung feeling mo about yourself.
Yeah.
So hopefully, ang sa akin parang dapat nandun siya. Siguro hindi lang siya masyadong nail down. Kasi kung ang quiz natin or exercises or end goal natin sa ganung classes is multiple choice, na sino ang theorist na nagsabi nito, anong branch ng psychology to. Kung ganun yung test, baka hindi na-achieve kasi hindi nahihinog yung pagkakatuto.
Yeah, I think I saw a video that you did parang medyo about humanities and core curriculum. Ako ay firm believer that now more than ever, super importante ng humanities. Di pwede tanggalin talaga in this super tech-driven world. But honestly, that's a whole different episode. We could go on and on about this. But I love those suggestions of key subjects. Okay, paano ba to? Trying hard ako. Sino ka self-confessed trying hard? Kami ni Laika, we are. And you did touch on it earlier. Most of your videos that do well are about English grammar, language, speaking English. And we both meet so many young Filipinos who struggle with this, 'di ba? Parang affected yung confidence nila, how they would like to present themselves to other people. They're a bit insecure because nga yung English nila is limited. So what is something that you usually tell your community, your students, about speaking English and getting it right? And I guess I want us to talk about ano ba yung perspective shift na kailangan mangyari?
I'll lead with this, no? We need to take learning any language, including English, as an act of kindness. I think hindi naiintindihan ng mga Pilipino yon kasi na-drill na sa atin na, again, essential siya, di ba? Yung parang, it's one thing na kailangan mo i-check na, yun nga, magiging graded ka, masusukat ka dito, which is true pa rin naman. Kasi when you make mistakes, sometimes, mararedit ka, ganun. Pero, sa akin, yun parang we need to start with that learning a language is an act of kindness. Hindi lang sa sarili mo, pero sa kausap mo. Kasi ang language, sa core niya, ay meant to, di ba, help people communicate So, in learning another person's language, parang ikaw yung nag-a-adjust, basically, dun sa kanya. So, yun. It's adding more to your plate. Kasi buo ka ng tao with your core language. So, this is just another way to express kung sino ka na. So, pag naisip natin yun na, okay, pag nag-English pala ako sa, sabihin natin, Amerikano, tapos namali ako ng pronunciation. Tapos, di ba, we punish ourselves na parang, dapat ganun, dapat may S, yung S ko na traffic, parang ganun, mali. Be very forgiving sa sarili mo. Yun yung lagi ko sinasabi. Kasi again, it's an act of kindness. So, act of kindness din sa sarili mo. Maging forgiving ka may mga ibang hindi nag-agree sa analogy ko dito. Pero I tell people this all the time. Learning a new language is like teaching a kid to talk. Di ba, start with babbling, minsan bulol, a word, tas a word, and parang a noun and a verb, parang ganon. So, ganon siya, building block siya, and eventually, nag-grow siya over time. Pero it needs time, it needs forgiveness, kindness, it needs a little bit of, a soft touch when you're learning new things. Ito ba, the other thing, basta natatandaan natin pag nagkakamali tayo. Yung mga kausap natin, natatandaan din nila pag nagkakamali sila. So, try to care a little bit less.
I love everything that you said because it makes so much sense in that that's where it starts Hindi siya dun sa kailangan technical ka agad. Yung, you have to give yourself grace talaga. And ako naman, my perspective on this is hindi lang grace for ourselves, but kung meron tayong kausap who we know is like struggling to grasp the right words in English, tayo yung magbigay ng grace, hindi yung magtatawanan mo pa or yung i-call out mo pa in a mean way. I mean, you can make light of it because that often happens. Like for example, classic example would be us kay Melay, di ba? Parang because it's for entertainment, yung banter namin, it's used as a punchline, but it's made light of and everyone laughs. But ano naman yun parang for entertainment purposes. But for example, in our own circles, friends, workplace, kita mo nang nahihirapan yung tao, wag mo nang pahirapan pa with judgy looks dahil they're just trying their best to speak English.
Tsaka yun yung difference ng laughing with people and laughing at them.
Yes!
Diba? Na yung kung yung tao, and totoo ililinawin ko lang to, when you see someone na nagpapatawa siya in broken English, hindi ibig sabihin hindi niya alam yung tama. Minsan nga, mas magagaling sila, alam nila yung tama, kaya binabali nila. Like, wag natin isipin na basta mali sa English, mali sa grammar, hindi na matalino.
Yeah.
So yun, but yes, if they give you permission, kasi sila na mismo yung nagtatawa sa sarili nila, pwedeng tumawa, pero kung nakikita mo na point of insecurity niya na yun.
Yeah.
At saka kung magko-correct man kayo, correct in private, correct with kindness. Kasi minsan, yung mga tao na yun na sumusubok, ikaw na yung huli nilang susubukan kasi parang sumara na yung pinto dahil sa'yo. Yeah, kaya ingat-ingat kayo kasi baka ma-discourage you sila to the point na ayaw na nila subukan uli.
I get that in the workplace setting, especially those who are working for multinationals or taga-abroad, yung boss, yung they really have to speak English. But what I like to encourage a lot of Filipinos, because we do get into conversation with a lot, sometimes they pressure themselves to speak English when in fact, pwede ka naman mag-Taglish, pwede ka naman mag-Tagalog. So that's also, I guess, a perspective shift that I want more Pinoys to realize is just because biglang formal setting, interview or whatever, feeling mo kailangan English mo na din maipahayag yung mga gusto mong sabihin when in fact the Filipino language is so frigging beautiful.
Totoo.
Super. So I encourage, like for example, a lot of guests, sometimes they ask, kailangan ba English dyan? Yung, no, pwedeng Taglish, pwedeng Tagalog, whichever you're comfortable with, especially in a casual setting. Don't pressure yourself na kailangan straight English na correct.
Tsaka pwede mong tanong kahit sa interview.
Yes.
Na parang, can I speak in the vernacular? Kasi parang kailangan ko siyang maitawid yung point ko. So may tamang words. Yung lagi ko sinasabi, kasi bawat word may color siya, may texture siya, like may tama siya. So if you're frustrated, you're not disappointed. Parehong negative, pero hindi siya the same.
Yes.
Sa Filipino, may mga salita tayo na ganun na hindi nga aabot sa direct translation. So kung feeling mo, mas strong yung point mo if you use your heart language, bakit hindi? Mas maintindihan ka naman. Kasi nga, again, language is just a tool. So depende sa kung gaano ka-sharp yung tool mo. Syempre, dapat lagi naman natin i-sharpen. We aim to be good, to be excellent, because again, it's a kindness. No? So nakakaintindi, mas madali nilang maintindihan. But hindi naman kailangan na super sharp lagi. With the right whack, mapuputol at mapuputol pa rin.
And in the greater scheme of things, honestly, globally, diba, they always say they're impressed with Filipinos because kahit saan ka pumunta, makaka-piece together pa rin ng English. And we're still able to communicate with people of all different languages kasi nga nakakaintindi tayo ng basic words. Okay. This is a common concern we both hear from our community. I think we've both done several videos on this, pero it keeps popping up. How to stay motivated. How to feel motivated. We get asked this a lot. What are your thoughts?
Ang dami ko ng version.
Diba ako din?
Yung sagot dito. But I guess in a nutshell, kasi hindi naman, okay, motivation is necessary but not essential. So, yun. Isa yung, again, when it comes to word textures, no, or word colors. Ang essential at necessary parang important. Pero magkaiba sila. So, if something is essential, ibig sabihin, oxygen, di ba? Hindi ka mabubuhay na wala yun. Ang necessary, mahalaga, pero hindi mo naman, di ba? Hindi mo naman ikamamatay kung wala kang motivation. So, I think yun muna. Na hindi ibig sabihin na wala kang motivation, hindi ka makakagalaw, wala kang mararating, walang anything. So, if we're talking about the feeling na yung hype ka, di ba? Wow, ready to work. Di ba? Hinanda mo pa yung desk mo.
Naka-leather jacket,
yes,
naka-red lipstick, yes.
With boots pa. Strong na strong. Yeah, yung feeling na yun, kung hahabulin mo siya in order for you to do something meaningful, hindi siya sustainable. The other thing would be, kasi maraming types na motivation. I think yun kasi, hindi siya masyadong nahihimay or baka nakalimutan na from Psych 101 or hindi na na-cover na maigi. Pero pwede mong hanapin or i-define yung motivation na meron ka na. So, a few things lang. So, we have intrinsic tsaka extrinsic motivation,
Yeah, oh
right?
my gosh, I'm brought back to college.
Right?
Amazing.
And again, nasa doon naman, in tsaka ex. So, inside, exit or X mo, yung X mo dapat nasa labas na. So, X, so sa labas. So, intrinsic motivation yung, it makes me feel good when I do this thing or it's the right thing to do, nasa loob. Extrinsic would be awards, like accolades, diba? Palakpak, yan. Good job, kung yun ang hahabol mo. So, pwedeng sa point ng lack of motivation, you ask yourself, ano bang wala ako? Is it intrinsic motivation or extrinsic motivation? Kung kulang ka ng extrinsic motivation, and minsan kailangan yun, sometimes I talk to Zandy, sabihin mo naman sa akin, good job. Kasi gusto ko lang marinig today. Kasi when you work for yourself and by yourself, di ba, parang you hold yourself to a different standard. Parang wala akong na-achieve, parang tama ba to? Kahit na kung tutuusin, from an outsider looking in, ang dami ko nang tapos, pero sa akin, wala lang. Sabihin mo naman ako ng good job, kailangan ko lang ng extrinsic motivation. Kung intrinsic naman, edi, you just, maybe your journal, you tell yourself na, uy, good. Ikaw na yung mag-feel good about yourself. The other thing na medyo uncomfortable siguro pag-usapan would be, kasi may positive tsaka negative motivation.
What is negative motivation?
Meron, I answered this sa TikTok video just recently. Parang, coach, paano pag tinatamad na ako magtrabaho, ayoko nang magtrabaho. Gusto ko, pengin na motivation. Sabi ko, matakot ka magutom.
Yes. I saw this video.
Talaga?
Matakot ka na hindi mo ma-provide ang pangangailangan na, yes.
Fear is a very strong motivation, right? So, yun, pwedeng negative motivation. Punishment, pain, suffering, being unable to fulfill your duties, pwede siyang motivation. Doon na siya pumapasok sa discipline . Yung sometimes you do it not because you feel like doing it, but because you fear the negative. Na if I don't do this, if I don't show up, 'di ba? Parang ganun. Hindi ako yun, hindi tama yun, hindi yun ang hinihingi sa akin. May kontrata ako, pumirma ako, nangako akong pupunta, so kahit na ako sa totoo lang, gusto ko nasa kuweba ko lang ako all the time. Pero sige, I'll dress up, mag-makeup ako, fine, kailangan, sige. Kasi nag-commit ka eh.
Yeah.
So, yun yung mga bagay na pwede mong gawin. Kung hindi man positive yung motivation ngayon, gawin mo negative. Sino ako kung hindi ko to gagawin? Magugustuhan ko ba yung tao na yun? And kung answer mo doon ay hindi, di ba? Ibangon mo nilang yung sarili mo.
That is a hot take, ha? Kasi di ba when you say motivation, people would think like, okay, mag-workout ako para pwede ako kumain mamaya. Or di ba parang I'm gonna finish this project early so that I can buy time para I can do other things. But
May
you're
reward
saying
system, eh.
negative also could work.
Yeah, and kasi may loop tayo sometimes when we do something bad. Or let's talk about siguro eating junk food ng midnight. I think we all agree na
It's so hard to pag
It's
yung
not a good
nandiyan na
choice.
nakaplant na siya sa mind mo, bababa ako, kukuha ako ng blank.
Yeah, sa akin spicy noodles yung weakness
Oh,
ko.
that's so terrible for
Yeah,
your health.
I know. And when you're past 30,
Oh my God.
it takes a toll. So yung mga bata dyan, pwede nang
Ako
kainin
yung
hanggang
mga
ngayon.
parang, yung mga snacks ng mga anak ko, yung mga like chocolate pretzels or cookies. The worst din.
Pero di ba, we get stuck in a loop kasi we know na it's a bad choice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Tas,
yeah.
nagustuhan natin to, pleasurable experience sana siya, pero dahil alam mo na may weight siya ng guilt. So, anong nangyari, imbis na demotivated ka lang, tapos finil mo siya ng something bad choice. Ngayon, may guilt ka pa ngayon, dadagdagan, tapos babawian mo na naman siya.
Nakakainis.
Same thing with tasks that we do not do, di ba? When we procrastinate, and again, procrastination is another conversation. No? Pero if we blame lack of motivation for procrastination, nagbe-bear naman din sa'yo eh. Yung you know na meron kang 10 na tasks sa to-do list mo, tapos nanonood ka or nagsaswipe ka, alam mo naman in the back of your mind na dapat may ginagawa ko eh. So, para i-alleviate yung pressure na yun, isipin mo na lang, edi gawin ko na ngayon para mamaya pag nag-scroll ako, guilt-free. Parang ganun. So, yun yung mga conversations that you can have in your own head na pwede mong parang sinasabi ng mga bata, i-gaslight yung sarili mo into doing something. Bakit yung term ha? Hindi ko nire-recommend. Parang na dilute niya yung meaning ng gaslighting. But it's true. You can do self-talk like that.
Yeah.
Para at least to get up out of the chair and actually do something.
Yeah. I mean, I guess a watch out would just be, for example, gawin mo yan kasi kundi gutom ka or wala ka mabayad ng bills. The watch out is just not to, I guess, dig so deep a hole that you can't get out of. Like, parang imbis na motivation, hindi na lang ako gagalaw. Kasi,
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, yung conversation about that, what I try to do kasi when it comes to not just naman sa podcast, but kahit sa mga little videos that I make on TikTok, sometimes sa mga psych students, they catch me eh. Kung, ano yan yung halo effect or yan yung bystander effect. Yan yung, like,
Wow,
these are
I
concepts.
love it. Your students are so smart. Sila na yung nagde-name ng mga
Nalalaman nila. Pero I don't usually use those terms.
Yeah.
And I think what you're talking about is learned helplessness.
Yes. I've heard this term.
Yeah, which is one of the key na nilalabanan ng Trying Hard podcast, or at least what I try to do when I talk about this people, no. Sometimes yun ang nangyayari sa atin, no, specifically sa mga Filipinos. Kasi sa atin resilience, parang diba, it's resilience or bust, parang ganun eh. And yes, it could happen. Na yung umabot ka sa point na sa sobrang demotivated ka na or laging parang pinupush down ka ng mundo or laging ka na lang nag-fail, na you feel na okay, failure na lang ako, wala na, ito na talaga yun. Pero kaya nga natin tinatry na subukan na okay lang to try, na hindi na mag-succeed, okay lang, just try again, ganyan. Ibabawasan natin yung pressure na you get it right the first time or even the 10th time. Kasi hopefully hindi makarating dun sa point na yun.
Yes.
Na feeling nila wala na silang magagawa. Wala na silang kayang baguhin. Na ano natin, systematic ang mga problema at malalaki ito masyado para sa akin. Totoo yun. Pero may pwede ka pa rin gawin.
You're right in that, yes, we don't discount that the problems are definitely systemic, but I always try to say din na lalo kang dapat hindi magpatalo. Kasi everything is working against us. So you have to at least cheer for yourself. And I wanted to go to one video and episode of yours recently that did very, very well. It talked about self-esteem. And I heard when you did the short reel earlier, you said nga that parang you weren't expecting that it would resonate that much. self-esteem, like I said, we were talking about parang core curriculum earlier. It's not taught. Like, we didn't talk about it, especially when we were growing up. At least the generation now, there's sort of talks on it. But yeah, for that episode, in a nutshell, what was the message that you wanted to share to everyone?
I think the first thing would be ng self-esteem is a state. Like, it's something that could change. Kasi kung hindi ka sold dun sa idea na yun, then there's no point, right? Yung self-esteem natin ay parang made up of many different factors. Marami pa mga events in the past or yung mga hinaharap mo in the present. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun yun na yung magdidictate ng future mo. That's the first thing. The other would be constant battle siya. But one of the things I talked about is that it's going to be a battle in your mind all the time. So when your self-esteem is challenged, na parang, okay, you're not smart, or sabihin na natin ganun, dapat naka-combat mode ka. Na-ready ka na. Okay, ito yung negative thought, dumating siya, di ba? If battle mode ka, alam mo na pag pumasok tong, sabihin natin, magnanakaw na to, ng positive na thought na to, kasi negative siya, no? Ready ka, nasagutin siya agad. Parang nasa defensive ka. Kasi pag tumambay yung negative thought na yon at pinaupo mo siya sa bahay mo at doon na siya tumira, di ba? Nagkubol na siya doon, yun yung tawag ng mga matatanda. Mas mahirap na siya paalisin. So that's one of the things. Kailangan mo siya i-deflect right away, like as soon as possible. The other thing would be to celebrate your success. Kasi I think malaking building block talaga siya ng building self-esteem kasi we fail to do that. Again, human bias yun, no? May negativity bias tayo. Hanggang ngayon, I remember negative comments from 7-8 years ago.
Yes. And kahit na 100 yung magandang comments, yung isang negative comment pa rin yung naalala natin years
and
later.
my team is trying their hardest kasi sometimes, kasi I have persistent depressive disorder. So I live with that. And when I get to yung mga dark holes ng buhay ko, my team would send me mga screenshots ng mga, ito coach ngayon, ito yung comment, ito yung ganyan. If it helps to have something tangible. I have an exercise, I call it the jar of salamat. It's based on if you're familiar with yung story ng Book of Salamat when we were kids. So ang story goes, very quick lang, may isang man sa village who would help people. And whenever people would say salamat, he would write it down. Parang gano'n. And then eventually, sabi nung king, parang i-weigh yung book na yon, tapos pay yung price in gold. And nagulat sila kasi yung isang book na yon, biglang ang bigat ng weight niya. No? Hindi naman gold yung motivation natin. But there's this neighbor naman na sinulat niya naman yung salamat, mas makapal yung book, ganyan-ganyan. Pero words lang siya, tapos winay, tapos mas magaan pa kesa sa feather. So I have a version, I call it the jar of salamat. So it's a jar of beads. So colored beads siya. For people who pass the civil service exam, it's purple kasi yun yung color ng Team Laika. For people who pass the OPCAT, it's maroon, ganyan. For teachers, yellow. For soldiers, like kung nasa na sila ngayon, may lawyers din kami, may doctors, white naman yung bead nila. So it's a small jar in my office. And when they report na, Coach, ito na ako ngayon, I would put a bead dun sa jar. So when I feel sad, I would have that na, okay, this is what the world says, this is what my mind says about me, but this, I cannot take this away from me. Ito yung physical na symbol ng people that had their lives changed kahit paano with a little bit of my help. So yun, celebrate your success. Kasi we forget about those things. So kung meron kayo, you can start your day with that. Funny lang kasi kahit nung kid ako, I remember doing that. Whenever I have my birthdays or Christmas, I would just ask for a note. Like, if close tayo, just write me a note. You don't need a gift, you write me a note. And I would keep them sa isang folder or sa isang box. And then when I feel sad, I would pull up one, random lang, to start my day. So yun, you can do something like that. Kasi pag sinaselebrate mo yung success mo, it helps build your self-esteem eh. Parang, kinaya ko yun eh. So ito, kaya ko rin. May mga mas mahirap na akong pinagdaanan na nagawa ko, or at least, di ba, hindi ka man unscathed, ikaw ay nakasurvive. So, buhay pa ako. Oh, that didn't kill me, so it didn't make me stronger. Sabi nga ni philosopher Kelly Clarkson. So, yun yung mga pwede natin gawin. And then the other thing I remember from that episode, which I think, na-surprise din ako na yun yung kinuklip or kinuquote ng iba, is to curate your community.
I see the cringe on your face.
Yeah, pinilit ko kasing 4 C's siya, no? C's. Kasi I try my best naman may mnemonic
Yes,
device para take away nila,
alliteration,
no?
letter
Yeah,
C,
madaling
yeah.
tandaan. So, yung curate your community. Pero I feel like curating your community is a softer naman na angle kaysa sa cut people off, di ba? Si rin yun, pero hindi yun yung sinabi ko. But it's really also very important kasi you would hear it sometimes eh. In one of my therapy sessions din, sinabi rin ng therapist ko yun sa akin na yung voices in your head, are those your voices or voices ng people in your past? So when you grow up surrounded by people who don't necessarily have good things to say, or when they do, it's very rare and far in between. Ang namamayaning voice in our head ay yung negativity. Kahit hindi directed sa'yo, kahit yung criticism nila of other people, dinadala mo siya, so naririnig mo siya. So paulit-ulit siya in your head. So sometimes, if kailangan mo na mag-detach dun sa ganong voices, lalo na kung naririnig mo pa rin talaga sila in person or ganun pa rin sila magsalita, maybe you could do that just to take a breather. Parang i-build mo yung sarili mo muna enough. Para siyang Jenga blocks eh. So at least nasa 8th level ka na. Bago sila dumating ulit, hipan yun, no? So medyo may onting pundasyon ka na. So pwede mo yung gawin. Curate your community or at least curate your view of your community. Like, yung comment ba nitong tao na to, should I take this personally? If this person is really out to get me, kasi sometimes there are things like that, di ba? Lalo sa opisina, di ba? Yung, okay, itong person na to, parang obviously naman hindi niya ako gusto. Yung word niya pa, magkakaroon ng same weight as someone who truly cares about me. So yun, pwede mo rin siyang gawin. And hopefully, dun sa process na yun, magkakaroon ng healing enough for you to build your foundation of self-esteem.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Thank you so much for sharing all that. Like you said, a lot of which you've opened up and shared on your podcast. And I appreciate that so much kasi when people, for example, listen to podcasts or see us on a screen, they think na, oh, parang sila yan eh. They got it figured out eh. But we all have our version of that. And so, you being open about all of that, I feel makes more people feel seen. Na parang, oh my gosh, hindi lang pala ako yung ganyan yung nararamdaman, pinagdadaanan, and you sharing the things that you do that have helped you, hopefully, will help them as well.
Yung trying hard actually is an experiment lang sa akin. Passion project talaga siya. Okay. Baka masyadong personal, pero one of my biggest fears kasi is people would look at me as Coach Laika. Na yung, ay, magaling sa math, magaling sa English. One of the most parang masakit sa akin comments would be someone coming up to me and saying, oy, wag tayo mag-English kasi hindi ako ganun. Ayoko nang maging ganun. Ayoko maging role model. Sorry, ang weird sabihin. Alam ko may
No,
mga
I get it.
Na-observe na rin ng team ko, sabi na, alam mo, when something parang does well, kaya may award ka, or may positive na nangyari, may maganda kang content, nag-pick up, yung next post mo, for some reason, magdadrive ka ng, ewan ko, gusto mong may magalit ba sa'yo? Ano bang, medyo snarky?
Parang binabali mo.
Laging, bakit may negative? Pero sa akin kasi, gusto ko basagin yung idea na role model ako, na yung magaling mag-English. Hindi, sinusubukan ko lang. Effort lang to, te. Parang ganun. Gusto ko basagin. Kasi if tao tayo, and we live with these struggles, then that means na kahit sino can also do something like that, or even more. Kasi if you have, diba, less cars than I do, less things to work on sa loob, di mas pwede ka pang lumipad. Parang ganun. Kung hindi pa masyadong maaga na clip yung wings mo. Hindi ko in-expect na magre-resonate siya with so many people. When I get recognized outside, when someone says na, okay, pumasa ako coach ng OPCAT or ganyan, natutuwa ako. Kasi natutuwa naman talaga ako. Pero iba yung hug na yung coach try hard. Coach episode, ganyan.
Oh,
Sometimes they would remember things. Kasi ang goal ko talaga sa kanya is from my broken bits, from the hard lessons I learned through pain. Sorry, it will give my pain meaning if people pick up a thing or two from that. Para hindi na lang siya akin. Or, sorry, para sulit.
yeah. Oh, thank you for
Sorry.
sharing that. Don't say sorry. You know what? I mean, I am just in awe watching you share all of this kasi we're both introverts. And I believe that a lot of people, the tryhards, the supers, a lot of them are introverts. And the reason that they're listening to us is because like they feel like, oh, pwede ka pala maging introvert, but you can also do all of these things. And one thing that I have been trying to unlearn from all these years is keeping it together. I guess I started in the media industry so early at a time na kailangan walang mali yung sinasabi mo, kailangan no dead air. So I would say I've spent the past decade since nauso na yung mas nabubulol, mas tao, 'di ba? Parang nagkakamali. I've been trying to unlearn that it's okay to not have it all together. And it's hard. It's hard to unlearn. So that's why thank you. Seeing you share all of that so openly and inspires me na parang it's okay to keep peeling back, Bianca. And tao ka din. You're allowed to like feel all these things and go through hard things. And the beauty of it is going back to what you said earlier. Ang dami na nating kinaya in the past, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Kung ano man, whatever lies ahead, kaya din natin. And it's okay. And in fact, I celebrate trying hard. Kasi it means we care. I'd rather
Yes.
care than not care. Sa totoo lang.
Kinakul mo yan.
Oo.
Sorry yun talaga yun. Kasi, at saka galing siya kasi pakul din ako dati.
We all were.
Diba?
We all were. Parang feeling natin, no, I don't care. But like,
Pero
now,
secretly, di ba, parang yung watching people pursue something ridiculous. Okay. Ako kasi sa Quezon City Science High School ako nag-aaral. Tapos I come from a very fundamentalist na religious community. So very strict. Tapos we would walk sometimes. Tapos may mga, dun kasi uso sa SM North dati, yung comic alley na yung mga...
oh yes.
Yung mga nag-dress up cosplay. Before cosplaying was cool and cosplaying was paid. Ito yung mga tao na talagang who were there just wearing whatever they wanted. Like in my heart, kasi meron akong konting, ang lakas naman ng loob nila. Parang, ang tapang nila. Ganun. Kasi galing ako dun sa, mahaba lang umikli lang konti yung skirt mo, bawal. Or bawal ka tumawa. Bawal tumawa ng malakas. Ganun. So nakikita ko ang brave nila. Pero yun nga, pwede naman pwedeng shameless tayo in our pursuit of something that we care about. Kasi nakakahawa siya.
Yeah.
Nakakahawa yung negativity, nakakahawa yung hopelessness. Pero yung pagiging hopeful, nakakahawa din siya. By you being brave, you give other people the courage to do the same. So, yun na lang yung, ganun ko ginagaslight yung sarili ko. Naman din, when being imperfect sa mga ganitong situations sa labas. Hindi ko pwedeng i-edit ang totoong buhay. Pero when they see you making mistakes and see you trying again, maybe pwede nilang subukan ulit.
I am so inspired. Like, thank you for sharing all of that. Maraming salamat. I cannot agree more about, I guess, encouraging everyone and cultivating a culture that it's okay to try because we all really start somewhere. Hindi naman pwedeng magaling ka sa lahat. Like, I have kids now and I try to reframe when they're trying to learn something na parang, oh, it's hard, I can't do it. It's either we say, no, you can't do it yet, or you're not, it's not that you're not good at this, you're new at this. So that's something that I also try to tell myself because we're all trying to learn new things even as we grow older. And I guess before we end this, I wanted to ask you a question that I ask all guests on Paano Ba To, which is, what is a Paano Ba To question that you have in this season of your life? Meron ba?
I have a couple of answers here. How deep can we get? Okay. Ano ba? Okay, on a more personal level, and I was just talking to my team about this then. Sanay akong humahabol, sanay akong sumusubok, sanay akong medyo underdog. Pero paano ba to lead from a point na hindi ka naman bugbog? parang unexplored frontier siya sa akin. Na hindi ka laging humahabol. Parang hindi ako sanay na to be the educational content. I don't know how it is. So, paano ba to?
Oh my gosh. I have no doubt that in the months, years to come, and with an incredible support system around you, that is something that you will figure out. Thank you so much, Coach Laika. I appreciate you so much. Maraming salamat. Paano Ba To? The podcast is created and hosted by me, Bianca Gonzalez, with podcast producer Anika Neri and edited by Paolo Halili. We would love for you to be part of our community of supers. If you are on Spotify, please click the follow button. Or if you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to this channel. We also have our socials. On Instagram, we are at Paano Ba To? On TikTok, at Ask Paano Ba To? And our private Facebook group, the Paano Ba To Super Group. Till our next episode, stay super, supers!